Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing Urbanguessr today. It's a map by Wolfchecker. We do have the antenna. We have the blue on the license plate. But for some reason, I'm thinking it's Albania. Just first thought was Albania. The language doesn't look very Albanian, though. So now I'm concerned that I'm losing my goddamn mind. I think we're in Poland now. Although it could be Czechia. Very well could be pretty much anywhere at this point. It's not, but it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Geoguessr has been very slow this past week. Hopefully they are updating it with something to kind of offset this. But we are moving incredibly slow. Does that say SK? It does say SK, so that's Slovakia. Which was added to the geotips yesterday. In fact, the 6th string, huge shout out to him, put in so much work. I think he added at least 5 different countries yesterday. It's pointing us towards Hungary, to the west, towards Budapest, on 64. Here's 66. Here's 63. Here's 64. And that's also to Komaram, which is at the south. Makes sense. Next, we have 63, which is right here. And that's to Bratislava. Is there a different section where 63 and 64 are right? Doesn't look like it. Looks like this is kind of north-south and this is kind of east-west. So, that's kind of where we are. We have to be at an intersection for 63 and 64. It looks like that is right here. However, this is telling me it's a traffic circle. Return to start. We are on... Not there. That might be it. Nothing there. And those aren't telling us street names. Alright. We are on, potentially, Namaste Koshuther and Utica K Talyo. I don't even know where to go. We're just gonna guess right here. I don't fucking care. It does end up being a lot closer into the town. Here's the traffic circle of 63 64. I thought this was the only interaction. Clearly it's not. We do end up being a little bit further south. Calamity does get the perfect score. Ben Keller does get the perfect score. Jakarta almost gets the perfect score. It's not a bad guess. It's not. We were just kind of stupid with it. But we found the town name. That's 2 thumbs up for me. Chocolat for me. Green on the taxi. Computers Networking Solutions. There's the .ps. PS? That's Palestine, isn't it? So the black and white curves make sense for Israel. We aren't finding anything, to be honest. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Hebrew. Palestinian National Authority, funded by the World Bank. So, for the sake, I know it's terrible, for the sake of this, Palestine and Israel are technically the same thing. We do need to find a way to, I don't even know, tell the difference, but Palestine's losing so much land every year that at the current rate it's going, they're not going to be around for much longer. It's horrible. There's not much we can do about it, especially from my perspective in the United States, because the second you talk about Palestine and how Israel's destroying them, you're called like an anti-Semitic and shit. But if you do the research, it's not looking good. That doesn't mean we know where we are. 6th string, he's been doing a lot of work recently. Added Israel to geotips. It is there. You can find it, and hopefully you can find some information. I do need to point out, most of the stuff that is being added, we're doing at a basic level. We're doing that so we can get everything added and go back later and add more information to help people out in the long run. Currently, today, I added Åland. I'm probably going to be able to add the Isle of Man and Svalbard by the end of tonight. So then we'll have 2 more islands that are attributed to other nations that have been updated. That says Bethlehem. The only Bethlehem I know of that has coverage is in here, which is West Bank, technically Palestine. So there's only 3 cities that have coverage in here. We have Ramallah, Jericho, and Bethlehem. So it's one of those 3. It's always one of those 3. There you go. Now you learn the secret. And you'll find it on GeoTips soon enough. So at this point, it's Bethlehem. We can return to start. We can try and find a town name. Doesn't look like there's much here. Not a town name, a street name. Nothing on this corner. Nothing on this pole. Main Street. This is Main Street in Bethlehem. Children's Street. Children's Street. Are those 2 different children? Children's Street. Children's... Is everything Children's Street? Quiet. It doesn't even tell us it's Main Street. Why was everything Children's Street over here? Children's Street, Children's Street. I'm kind of thinking everything here is Children's Street. Because then, over here is Children's Street. You guys tell me. But it looks like we had the best guess there. Mongolia. How sometimes I hate you. The odds of us finding a town name in Mongolia and then finding that town name on the map, slim to none. Not very likely. They do have the black inlays, which are near Ulaanbaatar. So that does point our focus in this general area. However, it doesn't mean that's where we are. So we're going to look for the town name as we leave. Hopefully we can find it. But yeah, why? Why are we going so fucking slow, man? What the fuck? I guess we can't drive on the road right now. Can I get on the road? I guess I could get on the other side. There we go. We're on the road. We're looking right now, town names. We know it's Mongolia. How do we know it? The car, the roof rack, the landscape, the field. There's a flag. It's Mongolia, right? It's Mongolia. Town names in Mongolia, there's always an entrance and exit sign. We just need to find the entrance or the exit. Which, that is not. So I guess we have to go left. So we're heading east now. It is a larger town or city than most of the places we've seen in Mongolia. Which is why sticking it near Ulaanbaatar makes sense to me. We also have a road. There's not many of those. And it looks like this is the road leaving town. So now we're on the lookout for the sign that, well, we're not leaving town. God, why do you hate us? Alright. So we're stuck in town. We can't leave town that way. Let's return to start. And let's try going a different way. We are heading north, which in theory should be away from Ulaanbaatar. We can't go north anymore. This game sometimes just fucking hates us. We do have a sign. It is pointing us towards something, but that doesn't really mean much to me. There is Cyrillic on there, but I don't know how similar it is to Russian Cyrillic. So I don't want to risk spending the remaining time trying to figure out what it's saying, only for it to not be anywhere close. Can we just stay on the road the entire time? We're stuck in this village, and we keep getting randomly teleported off the road, because apparently this Google guy doesn't know how to drive on a fucking road. It's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. We didn't find shit. We went south, we got blocked. We went north, we got blocked. We went west, and we didn't get blocked yet, but north of Ulaanbaatar, fuck it. Garoosh. And it ends up being Baganor. 57 miles isn't bad. A non-Z does get the best guess off by going with Urbanguessr. And Jakarta probably guessed Ulaanbaatar along with us, but I know the area around Ulaanbaatar has the black inserts. Unless it's all of Mongolia. Trekker coverage. Kabuki Japanese restaurant, but the way it's spelled, it's in English. There's Cyrillic down here. It's in a bunch of different languages. Not helpful. Could this be a weird amusement? No, it's not an amusement park. Creation of beauty, salons, and we have a car. I don't think this is a road. Not gonna lie. Don't think it's a road. That says Riga, though. Is that enough? Is that enough to guess? I don't want to say it is. Let's, just in case. Just in case, we're gonna keep looking. We know it's the EU. Riga, fuck. I went the wrong way. Would it make sense to be Latvia? I think it would. That says Latvijas Balsams. So it makes sense. And the fact that Riga was there, is this going to be like the market district? We don't have any street names, which makes me wonder if, again, a car shouldn't be driving this, right? It literally has a pedestrian right here. We are driving a car on a pedestrian walkway. I thought Google's drivers were supposed to be smart. Apparently they're not. Apparently they're not. We do have red roads. These are roads because there's cars parked on them. I don't see anything that might be helpful to us, though. Oh, we got flag. That's the Latvian flag. That is the Latvian flag. So Riga does make sense. So, center? Kipsala? It doesn't matter. We're guessing. And it ends up being 12 miles to the west. Anand does get the best guess here. So, that's not terrible. We were point off from the top guess on this round. And then the last and final round, quality and stylish hardware for all your electrical needs, installation accessories. White car, Gen 3 coverage, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini. One of those three places. It is in English. We're on the left-hand side. We have the back of the white car. It's in English. So at this point, it's very mountainous. Does that mean we know for sure? Some people might. It's better to... We know it's down here. I don't think it's South Africa. If it was Gen 2, it has to be South Africa. Lesotho only uses Gen 3, and Eswatini only uses Gen 3. I think it's more Eswatini than Lesotho. If I had to choose one. I can't explain why. It's just gut feeling. Maybe it's something that I learned in stream, and I just don't know what it is. If I had to choose, I'd go Eswatini here. We do have a traffic circle. We went north on it. We can go south on it. However, it looks like we're just entering a small part of their village here. So we're not worth it going that way. We're looking mainly for a town name at this point, which is right there. Mashur City Center. And the Slaney. I guess it is Lesotho then. Oops. I thought, so, one of them is poorer than the other, right? I don't remember which is which. Lesotho might be poorer than Eswatini, Eswatini might be poorer than Lesotho. I thought Lesotho had more rolling hills, and Eswatini had more mountains, but it might be the other way around. Some people confuse the regions all the time. I'm one of those people. In fact, I might be the only person. But at least we know it's this general area. So that was pointing us towards Masaru. So we're just going to fucking guess. There's no point. Just fucking guess. And it ends up being the lower Scioli. We do get the best guess. We did get 49.90. We didn't spend all the time, and we ended up winning. So we got really fucking lucky. And everything was in the Eastern Hemisphere. What happens? So we ended up winning by 64 points. Maybe 70. I'm not good with math. Yeah, it's like 70-ish. Anand in second, very close game. Jakarta in third, also very close. 2 points separated you two. Aleph in fourth at 23-8-13. Calamity in fifth, 23-6-28. It looks like it was down to Mongolia. If you had a decent Mongolia guess, you did good. Ben Keller in sixth, 23-4-38. Also Mongolia. Martin in seventh, going with Botswana instead. Bo in 8th at 15-4-15. Calvino in 9th at 12-0-51. And Bellucci in 10th at 77-96. So it looks like Mongolia, and then it came down to where in Africa. That was a really close game. A really close game. Most of you did fantastic, and that's always a good sign. But not much we could do about it moving forward. I just realized we had the same distance for round 1 and round 2. The same distance. Almost the same distance in round 5, but not much we could do about it. But that was going to be where we call it for the day, so thank you all so much for being here. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming at our normal time of 1 p.m. Eastern. I do have my appointment to donate my bone marrow tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. That's at 4:25. So it's not going to affect our schedule currently. But, you know, just telling people that I'm doing it, maybe it's going to inspire somebody else to do it. Right? You can save lives. If you can save lives, you might as well do it. But that is going to be where we call it for the day, so thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed. We will be back again tomorrow on Twitch. If not, the next video will be uploaded on Friday. And I am currently working on something for Geoguessr. It's kind of like a tutorial video that might come out this week. It might be next week, depending on how much work I do end up getting done today. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye-bye.